show for the American Cancer Society. Our theme this year is celebration, and we are celebrating the fact that we have been doing this for 15 years. We wish that we would be celebrating that there would be no longer a need for it, but unfortunately there still is. About 16 years ago, Marilyn came to me and said, I'm going to be doing a little fashion show for the American Cancer Society. Would you like to help? Well, here we are 15 years later, and her little fashion show is the major fundraiser for the Sonoma County unit of the American Cancer Society. I'd like to introduce Marilyn. She is a dear friend, a hard worker, the brains and the drive behind this two-day event. And she has some exciting things to tell you about what's going to happen in Petaluma. Because of our efforts and your support, some exciting new things are going to happen in Petaluma. So Marilyn, please take the stage.
skirt and the heavily beaded jacket. and Emily Hogan in a blue and gold evening dress with lots and lots of ruffles. A beautiful gown, very fitted to the bodice, and then a slender skirt. All three of these elegant gowns were done by Brenda Nielsen. And Sylvia Montgomery, who literally just blew in. Elegant, full-legged palazzo pants in silk chiffon, covered in dots of silk velvet, swooped down the ram. The top is a crepe blouse, which was lengthened and lined to become a lovely jacket. Jean Chappelle, black and white, never looked sharper. This simple dress is a black wool crepe long-sleeve sheath, but look at the collar. The collar has 4 layers of silk organza ruffles, 33 yards in all. The collar is removable, so this classic dress can answer many invitations. The designer was Karen Curtis. Lori Saldati. Black velvet was Lori's choice for this floor-length gown that features a halter neckline with back rhinestone button closing. Lori made this herself. And Lily Dong. Another black velvet gown, edged with deep purple taffeta. A diamond-shaped cutout in the center of the bodice is covered with organza. And Tricia Herzog. She wore blue velvet. Here, a classic sheath in regal royal crushed velvet with a sweetheart neckline by Laverne Lucas. And more crushed velvet in a gorgeous three-piece holiday ensemble with the velvet vest trimmed in gold tone buttons, the shell in Nile green triple ply crepe, and a metallic brocade skirt, which is full and gathered, worn and designed by Ruth Lombard, who's an excellent dressmaker in Sonoma. And we have Nuncia, a fabulous plaid taffeta jacket, piped in satin, features lace sleeves, worn over purple Bengaline palazzo pants, and a purple velvet hat and choker complete the look by Mary Ellen Spear. Jennifer Herzog models for Janice Jacob in a sequined gown, one-shouldered with asymmetrical hem. The sleeve and hem consist of 150 feet of black glitter organza, accented with purple organza rosettes. And another Janice Jenkett design on Rita Road, a cardigan jacket of incredible glisten lace and ribbon lace. It was a remnant and needed to be pieced together to make enough fabric for the jacket. So 14 darts mold this jacket. 2 layers of silk chiffon in the wide-legged pants are done over 1 layer of crepe de chine. Michelle Cordelos and Scott Bowder. Michelle's gown is silk charmeuse with a tank bodice with a low V back. The skirt is bias cut, and there's a white iridescent silk chiffon which creates the front bodice drape. And her husband, Scott Bowder, is wearing a white tuxedo shirt with asymmetrical glass button closure. It's pleated, and he also has gray wool trousers. And Ragna DeLong, a vest in navy patterned velvet, has a V-neck. The very wide leg pants took 5 yards of silk chiffon, and a sheer white organza blouse completes this elegant holiday look designed by Debbie Carnali. More navy on Amanda Kelly in a Belleville Sassoon, the very elegant off-the-shoulder evening dress. The wrap front is accented with buttons, and the fabric is textured brown crepe. Another talented young lady in our group, Krista Wisner, modeled the best of show at the Sonoma County Fair in the 4-H division. in her black and purple taffeta gown. The taffeta has off-the-shoulder iridescent trim, and the skirt is gathered at the hip line. And Aurora Firkins. Bill Bloss designed this feminine blouse that features double bias ruffles. The fabric is a dotted Swiss, and the full-legged pants are white with black dots. Black with white dots. I have that reversed. Our next model is Jennifer Dronkers. A black velvet hooded cape is the perfect cover-up for her hunter green brocade gown, which is double-breasted and features a halter top and black velvet collar. And Karen Bianchini in a lovely dark hunter green matte jersey, floor-length sheath, and beautiful sheer velvet lace sleeves. Karen made this for a very special party at her sorority in Cal Poly. And Carolyn McKenzie in a very elegant hand-painted silk charmeuse by Judy Stack. In this particular fabric, Judy used salt painting to get this flowing effect of color. This pantsuit is in 4 pieces, and Brenda Nielsen executed her artistry to create a garment that went with the flow of the fabric. And Emily Hogan in an Indian Raj jacket and vest, which is cotton with embroidery in gold and silver and lurex, topping wide leg silk pants. Also, one of the fabulous creations of Brenda Nielsen. Robin, you didn't go out on New Year's Eve? Oh, I'm sorry. You have a sexy book, your blankie, and your bathrobe. That's the way I spend New Year's Eve too. Robin Nadini. And now we move on to our Valentines. First out is Kathleen Bianchini. A fabulous piece vest by Gay Parker of Elzana Gay in shades of red, hot pink, and purple satin. This piece vest tops red crepe de chine blouse and pants. And please note the matching handbag. Kathleen Norton in a bright red wool crepe, a tunic-length vest with hand-done blanket stitching on all edges, topping black stirrup pants and a mock turtleneck. Well, here we have them, our Franco sisters. Now, you ladies who come every year will remember these girls from the last couple of years. They have the most perfect Valentine dresses. We have Elizabeth who's 6, Barbara who's 5, and Margot who's 2. Okay, girls, you can take the ramp, and I'm going to describe these gorgeous red and white dresses. The dresses are red cotton brocade with tuck bodices and white linen Chinese cutwork collars. They also have white linen sashes, and they're carrying their dolls that are also dressed in identical dresses to match their outfits. Their mother, Julia Franco, did all of this, and that is amazing. You know, we have lots of very, very important people that are in this fashion show, and Janie Schwartz is no exception. Janie, take the ramp in this gorgeous red wool crepe gown done by Pam Pagassi, and show them that dramatic back. This wonderful diamond cutout work in the back. And I'm going to tell you that Janie Wednesday, February 23rd, was at the White House, meeting with President Clinton and Vice President Gore. Isn't that nice? So, we're very happy that she made it back in all the bad weather and is here today to show these gorgeous gowns that she's going to be showing for Pam Fagassi. And Madeline. Madeline Hoffman presents Tomatsu at his best. This three-piece ensemble, which Madeline has executed beautifully in a fabric complements coordinate of a gunmetal gray and Chianti herringbone, which is in the long vest, and a Chianti tissue wool in both the blouse and the pants. And Jeanette Fitch in a lovely cranberry Cecile coat, belted, featuring full sleeves and a double collar, designed by Sandy Sandine. And Debbie Hale in Calvin Klein loose-fitting, relaxed jeans in white denim and a bright red matte jersey t-shirt. And Daymel Sklar, known for her delightful personality jackets. This one is Midnight Picnic. Now listen to this. It features ant fabric and some junk food fabric, strip-pieced to create a fun jacket. The right sleeve is embellished with a collection of white buttons, and this jacket was the blue ribbon winner at the San Mateo County Fair. And Randy Shifty. Yves Saint Laurent designed the dress. The sleeves were borrowed from Armani, and Sandy Sandine's creative genius did the rest of the dress. The fabric is in watermelon tissue wool gabardine, soft as summer breeze on Randy Shifty. And Tila Livingston looks perfect for Valentine's Day in this red crepe-back satin gown, which is close-fitting. The front band has pearl and rhinestone buttons, and it has a side front slit to show on those legs. Jeanette Baki in a beautiful hot pink rayon and wool gabardine for this pantsuit that features a candy striped vest. Jeanette is the proud owner of the Creative Sewing Center here in Petaluma and teaches classes in sewing. Mary Ellen Spear wearing fabulous Hungarian shore from the folkwear pattern. Mary Ellen belted fuchsia wool for this ankle-length coat and embellished the lapels, cuffs, and hem with black and metallic lambskin and rat-tail trim. Michelle copied a Karen Alexander dress in this wonderful hot pink washed silk. It features asymmetric gathers which fall to the ground. The 13 buttons are 3 different shaped antique crystals. Berry wool crepe was Jennifer's choice in this long fitted tunic over a short pleated skirt in the best of Landau's wool crepe and done by Laverne Lucas. And Ragnar DeLong. Magenta wool jersey. This dress was an inspiration that Gay Triegel had after seeing a newspaper illustration. It's an Albert Napon knockoff. The bodice features soft pleats and cut-on sleeves, and there are 6 panels in the skirt. And I have to tell you how much I appreciate Ragnar because she came down from Reno yesterday, helped us set up, and is always here to help and is a delightful model and one of the original models from 15 years ago, believe it or not. I appreciate it. And Kathleen is back with a delightful hand-painted fabric in silk chiffon, which forms the basis of this float worn over red crepe blouse and pants and done by Gay Parker of Elzana Gay. Well, there she is. And it's not Tanya. No. And it's not Nancy. It's better. It's our own Chrissy Schuster. Okay. Elegant and organzy combined in a dramatic hand-knit top that was worked sideways in lightweight metallic yarns with some colored accents. This delightful little top is a unique and original design by Amy Beck Casey. We're whipping right along. St. Patrick's Day is here. Michelle Bray in a wearing of the green, in a lovely quilted fingertip-length jacket with a panel of quilt down the front of the skirt, and a camisole in fresh taffeta by Brenda Nielsen. Sylvia, color blocking in wool jersey, a figure-flattering dress with a draped detail in the skirt front, done in black and St. Patrick's Day green. And Louise Dunlop, I did it right, Louise, said that I didn't have either Robbie Burns' birthday or St. Andrew's Day on my list of holidays, and that she would prefer to wear a kilt. So I said, Louise, that's lovely. Bring out that Dunlop tartan that you've done. And this is a traditional tartan with 4 yards of fabric. And I did not realize that down every single pleat, a vertical stripe must be dead center. There's no hem in a kilt, so the pleats are very sharp. And the length of fabric over the shoulder is called a playette, and it's held with the Dunlop clan badge. This is my equestrian daughter. She's the horse girl. She made this shirt herself from a suitability pattern in pale blue satin with metallic sequined accents. Trish is a senior at UC Davis, and last year she was the tops at the Cal Grande show in Western riding. She was the top novice exhibitor, so I'm very proud of her and of her story. And Karen Kurtz, one of our top designers represented in the show today, in a lovely green, olive green, or stone green, silk and wool soft pants and a coordinating silk blouse that is draped in the front. And Pam Gassy in a long Kelly t-shirt and a striped skirt with an applique of the stripe on the center of the t-shirt. And Bonnie Allen, who brings lots and lots of students to participate in the show. Bonnie is from the Lafayette Sewing Center, an excellent teacher, and she has selected a teal wool, and she's combined it with a conversation print blouse in silk. This blouse features brightly colored fashion purses, and the skirt is a mock length. And Aileen Moeller, who's one of Bonnie's students, has done this stitch-perfect suit in steel blue, soft wool. It also features a white blouse with some wonderful machine embroidery. And next we have a brother and sister duo. This is Brenda and Tom Williams. Brenda is modeling an alpaca and mohair hair, hand loomed, hand dyed, and hand knit ensemble by Beulah Williams from the Mommy Block. And Tom, we haven't forgotten you. Tom's sweater. Tom owns the Apple Box. Let's give the Apple Box a little talk here. We all know Tom is the best place in town to buy wonderful coffee and latte and all those wonderful things that we love to indulge in. Tom's sweater is done in heather coloring in pinks and lilacs and blues. Both of the yarns represented here are from dyed in the wool and were both knitted by their talented mother, Beulah Williams. Here's Lombard. A hunter green wool Melton in a classic double-breasted coat which features slash pockets and is raglan sleeved. And a garment created by Ruth is worn by Kathy Duncan, who works for Clover Stornetta. Oh boy. Clover Stornetta, I've got to give them a plug too. one of our longtime supporters. Kathy is wearing a knit that we call Monet's Garden. It features a blue fawn bodice and tucks on the shoulder seams and a lovely flared skirt. And I have to tell a little story. I saw Kathy at another fundraiser, and I noticed she was wearing, quote, my fabric. And I was too timid to go up and ask her if she had bought my fabric from one of my representatives. Anyway, we found out that indeed it was some of Fabric Compliments, and we've made a friendship over it. And Jan Himanek, wearing a lovely teal wool suit made by Kathleen Norton, featuring a fingertip-length jacket, classic blazer design, two-button closing, slash pockets, and a straight skirt. And Jan is involved in real estate. Kristen Lewis, representing her line of resort wear called Yofi, Y-O-F-I, and she presents a lovely green and blue tunic and pants done in hand-painted silk. Well, Jared, you look really spiffy. Look at Jared Mendoza looks very dapper in this olivine blazer and pants with a coordinating plaid shirt. Jared's outfit was made by his grandmother, Scotty, who's one of our hardest working committee members. And Rachel Myron, a little piece of Victoriana, a Victorian-style dress in a rich, rich tapestry fabric, black ruffled trim lines the double-breasted bodice, and there's a big bow in the back. She has a matching hat and drawstring bag. And here's Gail Brighazen, one of my dear friends from San Jose. Gail used our zapatos or espadrille print in rayon, which she felt was perfect for this blouse that's worn as a jacket. She's also wearing the perfect knit top and what she calls the twisted skirt. Gail is a nationally recognized teacher, author, lecturer, and video star. Gail Brighazen from the Sewing Place and Sews Great. Thank you, Gail. And Debbie Hale, the perfect dress for spring, loose fitting, straight, with front and back tucks, and a nice little tie in the back, in our jade washed silk. And Nunzia returns in a dark green belted jacket and a wool brocade skirt. This belted jacket features some of that wonderful leather trim and embellishing that is the trademark of Mary Ellen Spear. And Robin Dedini, who's been so helpful today, giving all the models instructions in this Kelly green knit dress with asymmetric clothing and a full skirt. And it's time for the Easter Bunny. Jessica and Carolyn, how are you? Do we have time to say hi here? I have to look at these dresses up close. Do you like this? Oh, I'm glad. How many years have you modeled? How old are you? You're 8. You've modeled for 6 years. You know that? 6 whole years. That's a long time. Did you have to show your daughter, your sister, or brother how to smile today? Smile on your own. Oh, Carolyn, I'm so glad you smiled on your own. These are the 2 darlings that were in the paper twice. She's a wonderful Argus courier that gives us such great publicity. Their picture was in the paper twice. Once last year after the show, and once again this year when Diane Reaver did a feature on nonprofits and what we did in the Petaluma community. And Jessica was showing Carolyn how to smile. Her cheeks are squeezing in as hard as she could smile. So Carolyn can do it on her own today. I'm very proud of both of us. Go on down the ramp and we're going to talk about these wonderful dresses that Grandma Sandy Sandine made. Jessica's is a watermelon and white print damask featuring a Battenberg lace collar and tiered skirt. And Carolyn has that perfect turn in a periwinkle print two-piece dress with a tiered skirt and purple ribbon trim. And I want you to know that these two children pick out their own fabric. They actually come to the studio and say, Grandma, I want that. And that's it. Okay, Felicia Hill in a rayon ribbon dress with cable accents, knitted with a very unusual asymmetrical shawl. And this design was done by Amy Beck Casey. She's one of the top knitters in our area, and she's represented several times here in the show today. And Andre Good, from the Ivory Coast selection of Lily Butler, a Dallas jacket, a silk shell, and a long straight skirt in sand boucle. This is a textured silk. The front is accented with strip piecing of custom screen printed silks. And the jewelry that Andre is wearing is of her own design. It's a necklace and bracelet of melon-shaped citrine, Baroque and biwa pearls, and 14-karat gold beads. Madeline Hoffman is perfectly dressed for Easter Sunday in a printed linen dress with a button front and a scoop neckline in one of our softest linen prints. And Sylvia Palmer, she's anticipating in a wonderful maternity dress with a shaped empire waistline, soft pleats in the front, and wearing a hat that was designed to complement her ensemble by Janelli Designs and Ellie Agee. Okay, look at what we have now. Katrina, Dottie, and Leanne Nunes. Oh, you girls look wonderful. Come on over here. Let's go. Come on, Leanne. Come on, Katrina. Oh, these dresses are to die for. Women's Wear Daily should be here. This is fabulous. These are their full-skirted and tiered back Easter dresses made by Scotty Mendoza. These are fabulous dresses. I don't need to say anything. They are wonderful. And look at the little Easter hat. Oh, those are marvelous. Wonderful. I'm always amazed at the spontaneity of children. You know, I just want to pause because I saw somebody sitting down here in the audience and I want to recognize. Sylvia Sebastiani is sitting here front and center, and Sebastiani Winery has been a winery that for 15 years, longer than that, has donated wine for our event. And Sylvia, would you just stand up and wave to the audience? You're a wonderful supporter and we appreciate it. Sylvia Sebastiani, thank you. Okay, Amanda, you've stood here patiently, and now we're going to talk about this beautiful Easter dress of yours. In a wonderful blue cotton, which features gigantic cabbage rose print. It's perfect for Easter Sunday. It has elastic shoulder straps and a pleated collar that is done in a complementary print. So pretty on Amanda Thacker. And Lisa Greenfield. Lisa is wearing a flowing wisp of lavender silk chiffon with a lace collar. The sleeves are edged with circle cuffs, and this design was done by Michelle Cordellos. And the next design was also done by Michelle Cordellos. This is her sister Sherry. The softest spring pastels in an ultra-feminine strapless dress in cotton voile with a sheared bodice and a draped hip effect. And Olive Nielsen. Olive is wearing a vest that features wonderful freehand machine embroidered lace with silver metallic threads, sparkle organdy, and machine beading. The lace is an original design, and her vest and skirt are done in teal wash silk. And Emily O'Neill, one of the top dressmakers in the South Bay area, called Auntie M's, what she calls her business, in lavender wool jersey with pink jersey inset at the sleeve edge and at the front. The overblouse has side slits, and there are decorative two-tone covered buttons. Hi, Ashley. You're back again. How many years have you modeled? Since you were 2. That's right. Take a grip. Ashley Leveroni in a bright print pant skirt with bright pink tee. Some of the print was used to trim the sleeves and do the applique on the front. Next, we have Letha Donnelly. Letha is wearing a silk shantung unlined jacket, and underneath a silk shantung dress with a dropped waist, which features a circle slip skirt in jewel tone chiffon on black. Letha owns So Special Kids Sewing School, and we are going to see examples of her hard work very soon. Jennifer Dronkers, a two-piece white moire taffeta in a close-fitted top, which is adorned with a mauve draped collar. It's double-breasted and has a full circle skirt. And Wanda Laurie. Wanda has been a client of mine for many, many years, and today she's wearing a two-piece dress in an original design by Terry Brown. The fabric is a poly crepe de chine in pinks, beiges, and blacks. Randy Shipke is all ready for spring in a bright flowered bouquet Cadena fabric, close-fitting bodice, and straps that tie across the back, finished off with a perky bow. The perfect sundress. And Pam Pagassi in a gray raw silk suit, which features how many buttons, Pam? Too many. Too many antique buttons down the front. This is the latest in embellishment when we add lots and lots of buttons to our clothes. Very, very nice on Pam Pagassi. And Juliana, how nice to see you again. Are you happy to be here? Good, I'm glad. Juliana boasts in a print cotton piqué short jumpsuit trimmed with polka dots. And a matching t-shirt which is customized with neck and sleeve bands of the print. And following her is Jennifer Yukon. And Jennifer is wearing her very favorite Snow White dress. Jennifer's mother copied this from the book Moths and Kisses. And notice that her sleeves have red ribbon insets. And I think that she would like me to remind you that she's wearing her magic shoes. Look at those glittery gold magic shoes. Judy Thacker. Here we have the suit in a smart silk plaid coordinate. The fingertip length loose-fitting jacket is collarless, and the skirt is done in a coordinating tweed. And Chrissy Schuster returns in a blue mohair jacket ensemble, tone-on-tone, waist-hugging mohair cardigan with nubby metallic accent teamed with matching rayon T-top and ski cap by Amy Van Casey. Elizabeth Newell, a unique vest in pale buttery yellow cotton, beautifully embellished with variegated French wire ribbon flowers and beads. Look at the flowers on the back of that vest. It's incredible. And Daymel, the Tibetan panel coat from Folkwear is the design used for this spring kimono. It is made from various fabrics from a stash of yukata cloth that was given to Daymel by a friend. And Kristen Lewis of Yofi resort wear in a lovely robe, hand-painted floral spiral rose done in silk. And Holly, we're ready for you, Holly. This is your chance to show this gorgeous dress that Grandma made. This is Holly Greenwood, and she's wearing her brand new Easter dress with a white piqué collar, all edged in lace, and she has a lace petticoat. And this is the granddaughter of Laverne Lucas. Holly, you look like a dream. Thank you. Okay. Our next section of the show is entitled Celebrate Kids. And in many cases, you are going to be introduced to young ladies and young gentlemen who have made their own clothes. The first group represents students from Letha Dolowitz's So Special School. And the first young lady that I have the pleasure of introducing is Blair Witt. Now, Blair is 6 years old. Blair, you go ahead and start walking down the ramp, but I'm going to talk about you in your wonderful hot chili pepper shorts and coordinating top. Blair is 6, and she has made this herself. This is her first and second sewing project. And in 20 years of doing fashion shows, I have never had a 6-year-old who made their own things. So I think that's really special. And our next darling model is Jennifer Elliott. Jennifer is 9. Go ahead, take the ramp. In a wonderful elastic waist skirt with yoke and pleats. She made a matching lined vest, ladies. Lined vest, 9 years old, and swappy hat. And Jill Nico, who's also 9, did a split gathered skirt with a yoke. Go ahead, Jill. And she also did a lined vest. Her vest is lined in the same fabric as her split skirt. This is incredible. Absolutely incredible. And Amy Spencer. Amy is only 8, and she did the shorts and top, and it features top stitching. Now, we all know how difficult top stitching is. Great job, Amy. And Amy Lamaroni. Amy did not make this. It was made by her grandmother, Laverne Peterson, but it looks great, and we'd like to see it anyway. Okay? This is mauve gingham pants in mauve and white gingham check, a wonderful mauve cotton shell featuring patch pockets that are buttons, and a white cotton knit shell. Marissa Nunes in tissue wool, shades of blue and pink. This little gal made this herself. It's totally reversible, that is the best. Features back ties, and the pleated skirt is banded. And Sarah Davis. Sarah is in her first year of 4-H club work, and she was very delightful backstage. She helped me hand out the flowers. She's in her first year at Town and Country 4-H, and she also made this entire outfit. The vest here again is entirely reversible. I checked it out backstage. It's going to win blue ribbons, ladies. I tell you it will. It's wonderful. Congratulations, Sarah. And Jolynn. This is Jolynn Mendoza's 4-H project. A fabulous hot pink wool crepe vest and skirt. The blouse is in a coordinating hot pink and black silky plaid. And we can all remember when Jolynn was 18 months old and was the youngest model at that time that I'd ever had. And here she is, a grown-up young lady, making her own incredible couture clothes. Anna Erickson, how nice to have you in jammies. You know, that's what the look I want tonight. Like about 5 o'clock, I'll be ready. Anna Erickson in cotton flannel PJs. Go ahead. Oh, and a piggy. And a piggy. We're going to talk about those little pigs, Anna. Anna's PJs are covered with adorable little pink pigs. And it's really nice to see these girls make something themselves that is totally practical and something that they'll wear a lot. And Anna is sure to get a lot of use out of these wonderful pajamas. And here's another first. my first set of identical twins to model in a show. May I present 13-year-old Monique and Monica Convery. Monique wanted a dressier look, so she selected her green suit in a rayon file and used a white polyester silky jacquard for the dressy blouse. Her twin Monica opts for the more casual look, and she used royal blue rayon file for her suit. The patterns are identical, but look how different they look. It's great. Thank you, girls. They are students of Jeanette Bossi at Creative Sewing Center. And next we have Sabrina. Hi, Sabrina. And Stacy. How are you, girls? They're carrying the sunflowers. They're ready to go in their mood prints. These are great. Go ahead and take the ramp and show them. We've got the farmyard print with the cows and the pigs and the lambs in the barn. And then there's a little mood included in that. And these were made by Lori Fagoni. Nicole Robertson, who's another one of our outstanding 4-H Club members, is in a floral print that's done on gingham checks. She has pull-on shorts and a short-sleeved top. And I would like to mention that all of these 4-H girls had a preliminary competition, and they had to be selected to be part of today's show. So their garments were checked over very, very carefully by some professional judges so that they would meet the mark and be the very best that 4-H has to offer. And Bethany Grove. Hi, Bethany. How you doing? Bethany Grove, one of our talented young seamstresses, in a classic tartan plaid, a sporty jumpsuit. The waistline is pleated to fit and is belted. And Bethany was first place in the preteen division of our local Naked Sewing. And Natalie Graham, great dress in cream and black lightweight wool. Natalie was our district Make It Yourself with Wool winner, and she placed 3rd in the state of California with this dress. Fantastic. It features a hand-done zipper that is perfect, absolutely perfect. And Amanda Thacker in a great black denim skirt, white polished cotton shirt, and then the piece de resistance, a beautiful floral print vest which is embellished with fabric paints and glitter. And Jeff, we're really happy to have you. Jeff is a 15-year-old member of Rohnert Park Meadowlarks 4-H, and he made this himself. Isn't it nice to see a guy who appreciates good sewing? Jeff made this wild animal print shirt and coordinating camel shorts, and Sylvia Palmer is his 4-H leader. And Jeff had to compete right along with the rest of the girls to be able to compete in today's, or to present his things in today's show. And Becky Bakke, a southwestern print in a lined jacket, long and lean in shades of teal and peach. Becky is the daughter of Jeanette Bakke, who owns Creative Sewing Center. And then we have two brides. And our next model is Marie Forcell. Marie found this gown in a magazine, but the lace was unobtainable. So Karen Kurtz took 3-inch daisy trim, and with the Omni-Stitch machine, she made the lace. There are no seams in this lace bodice or sleeves except for the arm side. This is an incredible feat. Silk satin was used for the short dress with draped hip and perky bow. Kathleen Bianchini presents a more casual bridal ensemble by Gay Parker. The vest is a gorgeous collage of white and off-white silks. The blouse and pants are done in fabric complements, ivory rayon crepe. And Molly McGowan in cream brocade top lined with organza leaves. The full organza skirt is over silk charmeuse. The back is decorated with a small bunch of organza flowers and multicolored organza ribbons. And this elegant gown was done by Lily Dong, who is our next model. Lily Dong in a vested two-piece kissing gown. The vested bodice, if you look carefully, features two faces kissing. I have never seen anything like this. It's decorated with hand-rolled silk flowers and zillions of covered buttons, done in ivory silk charmeuse. Beautiful. And our next gorgeous bride is Kelly Botello in a mermaid-style satin and embroidered lace magnificent gown by Vida Jones of Fantasies. It features a heart-shaped cutout in the bodice back, which is draped with pearls, and a long, long train. And our next bride is Lisa Comfort in a fairy tale princess gown, French lace bodice with puff sleeves and windows in the sleeves, and a full skirt of tulle. The tulle skirt has a wide band of lace and lots of beading. And this is another fabulous gown from Vida Jones of Fantasies. And then we have Michelle Bray in a modern wedding dress made from a vintage Japanese kimono. Heavy silk embroidered in silver. The jacket and vest has matching ivory-colored silk organza skirt. All is vintage fabric and designed by Brenda Nielsen. Now, before we take our little break, I'd like you all to look on the back of your white.
These two ladies, and you just heard an example of how dedicated Marilyn is. She doesn't just do fashion shows. She has been a board member and an active volunteer for the Sonoma County unit for well over 15 years. And Gail also, you heard this is the 15th anniversary. What they didn't tell you is they have raised almost $400,000. So you can see. Gail is also on the board of the Sonoma County unit, and she is treasurer. Marilyn is in charge of income development fundraising, and also is on the California division committee for fundraising. So these ladies keep very busy throughout the year, and it is with great pleasure that I wish to thank you, Gail and Marilyn, from our committee and from our friends. Thanks a lot.
Both front and back, and gold star buttons and lots of gold rickrack. Linnea won first place in the Pengrove 4th of July Day Parade, wearing this shirt and riding her Grandpa Doug's mule. Marion Bassett in a classic polka dot dress in blue and white. It features an empire waist and short cap sleeves, and 3 large white buttons on the front. Marion is a student of Bonnie Allen. And Felicia Hill, a great little chili pepper tank top knitted by Amy Beck Casey. Southwestern hues are hand knit with hand spun and dyed cotton and rayon and spiced with crocheted chili peppers. And her turquoise linen skirt was made by her grandmother, Christine Hill. Catherine Kelly, navy, blue, and white with signal flags in a great rayon ensemble in a Donna Karen design. A fingertip jacket, long blouse, and full shorts speak the language of the easy flow of summer clothes that we'll be seeing for summer '94, and representing perhaps best by Donna Karen for both patterns. And Debbie Grove. Our espadrille print. This is for everyone like me who loves shoes. In rayon, and it's Debbie's choice for this simple, casual dress. A loose-fitting blouson bodice and lower calf-length straight skirt slit to above the knee. Karen Bianchini presents a crazy quilt cow vest using all cow print fabrics, machine and hand embellished with threads, beads, trims, cow buttons, and cow pins, done by Meredith Leveroni. This was first place at both the Sonoma Marin Fair and the Marin Needlework Show. Daymel returns in a great sunflower vest. It features crows, weather vanes, and sunflowers in ultra suede that are appliqued to the vest. And Nancy Peters in a lovely silk and cotton jacket embellished with navy velveteen collar and cuffs that feature decorative stitching and beadwork. Note the unusual back of the pieced striped silk that creates a chevron effect. The jacket is piped in a deep berry shade, which is repeated in the draped cowl neck blouse and full pants. And Deborah Noren, based on a classic shirt maker styling, this silk noil casual dress in lapis blue features front shoulder tucks and a flared skirt. Deborah's my assistant at Fabric Compliments, and when you phone compliments and she said Fabric Compliments, this is Deborah speaking, well, this is the body that goes with the name, Deborah Noren. I don't know what I'd do without her. There's two chums here on the stage. They're reminiscing old times, I'm sure. Robin and Dini in red, white, and blue, and they never looked better. This is her 4th of July outfit. Red and white stripes, white stars on navy ground, and a great knit three-piece ensemble. And Pam, more stars, more stripes. Dusty blue, dusty red. A great ensemble on Pam Pagassi, featuring a hooded top, easy care, easy wear, fun, casual dressing. And next, Gail comes back with a great pantsuit in purple rayon gabardine. Her vest is silk and lurex, and look at all of the seams of her jacket are done with a Hong Kong finish, featuring a great print that picks up all the colors in that silk and lurex vest. The vest has shoulder flanges and bright gray trim and star buttons. Cecilia Franklin, white and blue and a little touch of red, look glorious in this color block dress of 100% wool jersey. Cecilia is the owner of Sew Images, and if any of you are looking for a new sewing machine, she is a recognized Bernina dealer from Oakland, California, and I highly recommend her. Kristen Burton from Two Rock 4-H. Kristen was a blue ribbon winner in this royal wool crepe dress and jacket. The dress has a dropped waist and fitted bodice with pleats, and the jacket is accented with ivory silk cuffs. She made this herself. Andre Wood in an azure and white silk seashore print, a Lily Butler design from her Pacific Shore collection. The jumpsuit is sleeveless with a shawl front and wide legs. The flowing silk is reminiscent of the wind and the sea, and the style speaks of simple elegance. And Debbie Hale in a great oversized white linen jacket and apricot twill silk pants. The casual look of Calvin Klein, the colors of Calvin Klein, and clothes to really take you everywhere in. Karen Bianchini. We present fabric manipulation, using fabrics, trims, and sewing technique in designing, all done in shades of blue. Meredith Leveroni won Best of Show with this at the Sonoma County Fair, and she teaches this technique at the Quilted designing, Janie. It's getting too late. Janie Schwartz. Two-piece dress we call Color, Color, Color. A flared wrap skirt in sunny yellow with a soft top of regal purple, and cinch this with a touch of lime. It's a recipe for summer success dressing by Pamela Fagassi. And last but not least, we have our own Miss Petaluma, Crystal Allard. Crystal is wearing one of the official costumes for Miss Petaluma. The fabric was donated by myself, Fabric Compliments, and the design was done by Ellen White. And Crystal will be wearing this on stage for the Best of the West, which is the upcoming Miss Petaluma pageant. Crystal has really been an outstanding Miss Petaluma. Let's recognize her. And we're going to go now into the month of October, and before we get to Halloween, we're going to show some wonderful fall-like ensembles. Chrissy Schuster, in a velvety black and multicolored chenille that has copper accents. They dress up this little cocktail dress with matching bolero and beret. This original hand-knit design was done by Amy Beck-Casey and is for sale. And Felicia, in another Amy Beck-Casey design, a hand-knit mohair cardigan with floral motif and peplum waist shaping. She's also wearing a black velvet beret that was made by my friend Bernice Telford. And Ernie Jensen. This man, wait a minute, Ernie, wait a minute. This man is color coordinated. He's wearing this gorgeous sweater, which I'll talk about in a minute, but he's got chocolate brown pants. Just back up one. It matches the birthday cake. This is the man that built the birthday cake. With a little help from Ralph Feldman and a few other people. Ernie Jensen, one of our wonderful volunteers, and he didn't know that he was volunteering to model, but when I saw this sweater done by Beulah Williams, it's a K-Facet design, and if any of you are knitters, you know that K-Facet does some of the most incredible designs there are. But if you can imagine holding 23 bobbins or 23 skeins at a time, that's what Beulah had to do to create this fabulous knit sweater. It is incredible. Congratulations, Beulah. Thanks very much. Jennifer is modeling a great suit of gay Kregel designs. The jacket has a front diagonal band to specifically showcase this malachite green and black striped wool fabric. The lightweight wool is perfect for California winters. Gay teaches at the Golden State Sewing Center in San Jose and is assistant editor of the Creative Machine Sewing Newsletter. And Deirdre Cruz. Deirdre is a beginning sewing student at the Sew Special School, and she made this cheetah print jacket of cotton and lycra. It has a shawl collar that is hand painted, and she's done a lined vest of sequin chiffon. And Robin is ready for fall in a great embellished vest done in rich fall tones. Little beading to the front, done in rich hunter green and lots of rusts, with classic chocolate wool slacks. Madeline is ready for the coldest days in a Bill Bloss designed mohair jacket, done from Fabric Compliments great mohair plaid in shades of camel and gray. And her coordinating trousers are done in a mini check. Michelle Bray in another fabulous jacket from Brenda Nielsen. Here we have shades of purple, black, and almond strip-pieced into one of these fabulous fingertip length jackets that are sort of the signature for Brenda Nielsen. And Emily Hogan models another, this one a vest type jacket, done in rich fall colorations. Many, many different fabrics combined to the rich overall effect. Many of you were commenting on the jacket that I was wearing earlier today, and that also was a Brenda Nielsen design. And now we have a presentation by Deirdre Lemmert. Deirdre is a designer in Santa Rosa, and she's known for her hand beading. Here we have a bright yellow linen vest, and it's all embellished with beading down the lapels. And Deirdre follows in a teal washed silk bomber that is heavily beaded. Deirdre is represented in the Smithsonian Institution, for in 1970 she designed some embellished Levi's. And so she's the only designer here today that's in the Smithsonian, and I think that's wonderful. Hey Mel, oh I love this. The buttons. We've got to talk about this. Just take a little time. Go down a little slow, Dave Mel. There's a lot to talk about. This is one of those Halloween jackets. The bones for buttons glow in the dark. And here we have skeletons and spiders and witches that are used for embellishment. Dave Mel says that this wonderful jacket is her uniform for the month of October. And here we have more Halloween people. Jenny Yukin is Princess Jasmine. And she is wearing a three-piece satin and sheer costume with jeweled headband, which was inspired by the Disney movie Aladdin, a movie that Jenny has watched hundreds of times. She wished that her brother would be Prince Ali, and guess what? Her wish was granted. Can we have Joey? Joey does not think he's Prince Ali today. So we're just going to go right on down the ramp. And his mom, Cheryl, who's dressed as a great clown, is going to show you Joey Yukin in his gold foil and white satin outfit. And our next clown is Peggy Finelli. Bright dots with diamond pattern collar and huge jumbo bric-a-brac that demands to be noticed in a great clown costume. Juliana Motes as Miss America. Fuchsia LeMay and bright purple satin. Every little girl's dream of what a beauty pageant winner should look like. And John Carlo. Oh, we got the revolver. That's good. We don't want to miss that. John Carlo Motes as the pirate, complete with revolver and iPad. Thank you. Morticia, thank you. This is the first dead rose I've been given today. Linnea Noren as Morticia. Licorice shimmerings and glitter netting used for this straight dress with ruffled sleeves and ruffled hem. And next, Brittany Baughman in an Indian dress with fringe at the hem and the sleeves and leggings of the same fabric. Brittany made this costume herself. She has an apron and breastplate of deep red fabric, and she's a student at So Special. And another talented young dressmaker is Nikki James. Nikki is 10, and she made her devil costume in red satin. And as she turns, watch those flames of black stretched fabric done in crackle foil. She also made her red satin shorts and blouse. And Erin Yardley, another So Special student. A gypsy costume, a gathered skirt on an elastic waist in foil fabric, a draped shawl in tiger for around the waist, and a headpiece in an Aztec print. Oh, here we have the goddess of weird. Nunzia presents gold lame, silver sequins, beaded, fringed with wrist gauntlets and embellished boots, all from the creative needles of Mary Ellen Spear. costume modeled by Lily Dawn. Listen to the bells as she bops down the ramp. And we start our Thanksgiving section of the show with Brenda and Tom Williams. Brenda wears the ultimate sweatshirt. If I could live in a sweatshirt like this, I'd wear one every day. In gray merino wool and silk, a classic design, hand-dyed yarn from Dyed in the Wool, and knit by Brenda Williams. And Tom, in a fabulous argyle, hand-spun llama yarn from their farm, the Llama's Loft, and notice how the colors shade down, the browns and the blues. A great-looking man's sweater. And Gail Ringhaven in her Loretta Young coat. Iris wool double knit with its own attached self-scarf. A great, great coat. Gail teaches a class in how to make this coat, and she has bought more wool double knit from Fabric Compliments than anybody else in the whole United States. Gail also is showing a great classic black wool crepe dress with some interest at the shoulders. And Karen Pinelli. Karen is modeling. Karen, just a minute. I want to talk to you. Come on back. We're going to talk about this a minute. Karen is wearing this favorite dress of hers. This is your swing dress, right? Can I talk about what you've been through a little bit? Last year, Karen was supposed to be in my show, but Karen wasn't here, and her friend Juliana came instead because Karen was having a bone marrow transplant. Karen is a survivor. Karen, that this outfit is great. It has dancing cats, and I think that's kind of indicative of Karen's personality. She's going to dance through life. And may you twirl on and have great, great health. And we love your little hat. And the ladies all understand that when you have chemo and you don't have hair, even when you're a little girl, you got to have a hat, right? Think about it. A hat and a twirl skirt and dancing cats. Karen Pinelli. Makes all this good. Okay, Jeanette Fitch. Great chocolate brown silk shantung jacket gathered across the back, and underneath a fantastic poly georgette fabric in a mushroom and blue print that is permanently pleated. And the ensemble is done by Sandy. And on the jacket there is a wonderful flower that's made from the same georgette fabric. This is fantastic ensemble. Sandy is so creative. I know that a lot of you know that Sandy is my seamstress, does all my sewing. She also made the suit I'm wearing. She's sewing nonstop for this show. It has been incredible. She has had no sleep in the last month. She even sent her husband to Moscow so she could keep sewing. Literally, she did. Nancy Peters in silk noil, an elegant three-quarter jacket, quilted of ivory silk with decorative machine stitching on a crazy quilt yoke. The sashiko style machine quilting on the front and back and cuffs, worn with loose full-legged pants and a cap sleeve shell in a coordinating breast. Emily looks lovely in a vest designed by Lila Piercy. This vest is softly pleated and asymmetrically closed with buttons and loops. The blouse is in a crinkle poly, and the cream skirt in rayon challis, and it's tiered. Sherry Cordellos and Scott. Sherry is wearing a coral wool in a sophisticated, very body-conscious jacket by Emmanuel Ungaro. And we've coordinated it with a black straight skirt. It was done by her sister Michelle. And Scott has a shirt that is done in steel blue. It has a mandarin collar, and he's wearing it with classic gray trousers. Cecilia looks fabulous in this jacket by Jessie Strange of Strange Originals. It's multicolored and gold striped fabric. It has a strong ethnic influence. The dolman sleeves and the pockets are trimmed in antique gold lace. There's a hat to match, and the outfit is completed with a rayon file skirt. Oh, don't let it rain on my parade. Randy, in an iridescent raincoat fabric. This fabric was something in our collection earlier in the year, and it sold out faster than you can imagine. What an elegant raincoat. This is the kind of coat that we all hanker for because it's so great that not only is it completely waterproof, but it's dressy enough to wear with our best cocktail dresses. And another great raincoat on Kathleen Norden. This mock crop is also water repellent. Has the real look of crocodile, but of course it isn't. We're very environmentally conscious, you know. Emily Hogan in a collage trench coat, embellished beautifully with gold buttons, embroidery, and applique. Underneath, she's wearing a slim shibori long-sleeve dress by Jane Steinberg of Massachusetts. The coat is, of course, one of the unique and wonderful designs of Brenda Nielsen. And Karen Kurtz in a great malachite ensemble, malachite knit, three-quarter length cardigan, and tissue malachite wool pants, and a great coordinated silk blouse. Madeline Hoffman wears one of my favorite bow patterns. This is a great jacket. It looks well on everyone that I've tried it on. It's short sleeved, nipped in at the waist, blouson, and features a mini check wool from Fabric Compliments. This is a head-turning jacket. Modeled by Felicia Hill, a hand-knit mohair coat with eyelash trim. That's what we call all those yarns down the sleeves and across the shoulders. This incredible coat has pewter button closing and is another design by Amy Beth Casey. It won the Judges Design Award at the Marin Needlework and Quilt Show. And Deirdre Limmer, that is a taupe silk bomber, embellished beautifully with more of her hand beading. A Western influence is very pronounced here. And also a black wool sateen jacket edged with lapels of hot pink sateen wool and deep teal. And again, lots and lots of beading. Well, Father Christmas. There are advantages to... Well, thank you. Oh, thank you. May I present Hugh Cox. Hugh is modeling a fabulous purple coat, a white sateen tunic, and he is a professional Father Christmas character who volunteers his time bringing the spirit of Christmas to terminally ill, confined children at Bay Area hospitals. This very faithful reproduction of this Father Christmas costume was done by the incredible Karen Kurtz. Well, hi there. Danny, how are you? Hi. I didn't get a smile yet. You look great. Danny, I think that those velvet knickers are beyond the cat's meow. That is wonderful. They look great. Are you happy? Yeah. Hard, Joanna. Okay, Danny Gotti in velvet knickers and white satin shirt, and he's going to be helped down the ramp by Jolene Mendoza. Jolene's dress is in cardinal crushed velvet, features a white lace trim at the hems and at the sleeve edges. Oh, it's Merry Christmas time, and look at the Franco girls. They're all dressed to go to Grandma's house, and they have their packages. Go right on down. This is wonderful. They have matching coats in red and teal and purple, and matching berets, and matching gifts. And they really like this. This is lots of fun for them. And next I want to present Janet Nielsen, who is my right hand, my left hand, and my head today. Janet is Dale's daughter, and she has been backstage doing all the pushing, making sure everybody's on the ramp on time. Wearing a red, dark chocolate brown dress with buttons down the front, and an antique lace collar that Gail tatted in her free time. Jennifer in a red gabardine coat dress in 100% Anglo wool. Features double-breasted, gold button clothing, perfect for Christmas, Valentine's Day, or any other time, and made by Laverne. Andre Wood in a village coat of lavender pear. A printed silk charmeuse with a bias-cut morning coat done by Lily Butler. The front is made of Lily Butler trademark strip piecing. She's also wearing a broomstick holly-colored skirt in jacquard silk. It's hand-crinkled and steam set, and her jewelry is some of her own fabulous design. And Karen Bianchini in a fabric manipulation vest, all black and white fabrics, embellished trims, pins, beads, etc., chevroned into this great vest by Mary D. Laveroni. Rachel Myron, a little glitter, a lot of gold. A gold and rose metallic dress, self-belted, beautiful color on a beautiful red head. Look at how the dress and her hair absolutely match. And Kathleen Dang, in her own design burgundy jacket with ultra leather trim. Kathleen is a very fine dressmaker and designer from San Francisco. And with it, she's wearing full-leg, sheer black pants. Jeanette Baki, a silk and rayon oriental jacket. For those of you who travel to the Orient, you've seen lots of these wonderful oriental prints. This one is in black and gold. And with it, she has a black crepe-back satin skirt. Deborah, in a fabulous jacket that she has spent eons of time working on, from Cadena. This is an incredible quilted fabric, but to get the roses just exactly in the right place was very challenging, but Deborah has done an outstanding job. And she's wearing it with a black wool crepe chic dress. And a mother and daughter duo. How nice to see Kathleen and Vanessa in their black rayon crepe jumpsuits with white lace collars. Perfect for waiting for Santa Claus. And Bethany Grove in her holiday dress in regal royal purple velveteen. A slim-fitting dress, and notice the little circle cuffs. Just the right accent with a sweetheart neckline. And Karen, you're back already? Karen in her wonderful holiday confection dress. It's in a plum and cherry metallic print with a purple iridescent underskirt. You notice how she's picked up her skirt, so you all notice that wonderful underskirt, trimmed with gold braid. And a fabulous, fabulous gown here on Sylvia Montgomery. Silk and wool brocade in a short swing-style coat, piped in velvet along the collar and the cuffs. The dress top is in velvet, and the bottom of the skirt features godets to make walking possible. And Carolyn McKenzie, and a great fabric complements hand-loomed silk mugga. A three-piece ensemble featuring jacket, vest, and skirt. Notice how the sleeves are cut on the cross grain. This lovely, elegant cocktail suit is done under the fine needle of Brenda Nielsen and Michelle Bray. A black and gold French brocade jacket in one of Brenda Nielsen's best, depicting unicorns that have a puffed look to them when seen up close. Brenda says that only the French do brocades this well. Now, if you'll join me on a little nostalgia trip, we're winding down, and I got so excited when I realized that this was our 15th year. I wanted to do something to represent a little part of each of the shows that we've done. And so we are going to turn back the clock now to 1980. And it's going to be the Return to Elegance. It was our first show for the American Cancer Society, and Ragnar DeLong was there wearing these pants. I wish you'd all boo instead of clap. This is one of those things where you have a friend that you love, but you love to hate her. Can you imagine? She wouldn't eat any dinner last night because she was afraid of the pants. Anyway, in 1980, in the Return to Elegance show, we did strictly a fashion show, and we made a total of $3,668, and we thought that we had hit the total epitome of achievement. The following year, we did California Classics, and Debbie Grove and Sandy Engel were modeling. Debbie doing her Harris tweed jacket and lovely peach slacks. But the jacket, I believe, was what was original to that 1981 show. And my friend and college roommate, Sandy Engel, in navy blue ultra suede skirt. Again, shown in the show of 1981, when we upped our amount to $3,800, whole $200 above the year before. In 1982, we did Orient Express, and Jeanette Fish modeled this great green ultra suede coat for Sandy Sandine. That year, our tickets cost $12.50, and we made $4,400. In 1983, Sandy Sandine made a great patchwork ski jacket, modeled here today by Randy Shipke. This was one of those shows that we all laugh about. It was Showboat. Remember the big paddle wheel steamer on the stage? And we had actual water, and it leaked. And I had committee members backstage mopping for most of the show, and Gail was mopping, and Gail was mopping, and Gail was mopping, and then she discovered that there was a hole in her bucket. The whole backstage was covered with water. But I think that the best part of this show was the fact that we had Bill Ring, who was our very first 49er to come. Sandy made him an ultra suede coat, and I can still remember the excitement of running the tape measure around his neck. Okay. Our next year was 1984. We did It's a Small, Small World, and Ron Ferrari was our 49er, and Maggie Bartlett, bless her heart, was there modeling this great lilac wool dress. And that year we made $7,800. And in 1985, our theme was Camelot. And I'm sure you can all remember the wonderful castle that Christine created on the stage. And my blue velvet dress with the pink hat. And Bubba Paris came and he stood in front of me and picked me up and threw me around and nobody saw me. That was one of my favorite shows because I never have felt so skinny since. Really, it was great. And in Camelot, what would be more appropriate than to have Tela Ben Livingston modeling her wedding gown? This was shown in our show in 1985. Actually, it was the gown that was made by her sister and also worn by Tela. And that year we had no live auction, but we did make almost $7,000. In 1986, we did South Pacific. Paris was again our celebrity model, and this dress on Kelly Meyer brought the house down. In fact, we've used it twice, and Kelly, I am so glad you still fit into this dress. She's never going to speak to me again. But this hand-beaded dress with all these crystals was done by Kelly's mother, Sandra Meyer. And really, I've had people over the years still talk about the pink beaded dress. So we're very happy that you were able to fit into the dress. And Cecilia Franklin was also one of our models that year. We brought a lot of clothes from Italy from a company called Renell. And at that time, I was representing their fabrics, and Cecilia had this vibrant mustard and black silk print dress with attached scarves. That year, we made almost $10,000. In 1987, it was Salute to Italy. Our theme was Festa Italiana. Ron Ferrari and Tom Holmo both came as celebrity models, and it was the first time we did a night auction. We made almost $21,000. And Bonnie Allen was there in this great red and black dress and coordinating jacket. That year, her garment, which she's showing now, was judged the very best of all of the lighter fabric representatives at one of our sales meetings. And in 1988, we did New York, New York. Bubba Paris and Steve Wallace were celebrity models, and Terry Honer was there in this great gold and red lame dress. That year, we made $23,395. I want to mention that Terry is the coordinator for the Miss Petaluma pageant, and she works very hard for the betterment of our community. And in 1989, we did Circus. Robin Dedini modeled her wedding dress in this gorgeous float of silk chiffon, palest shade of peach. Marie Porcel is modeling for Karen Kurtz, great black pleated Lotso pants and an ivory silk blouse, which were part of that show. This year in 1989, we had great success. We increased our funds by $20,000, getting up to $43,000. In 1990, we did Carnival in Rio, and Jennifer Herzog is modeling for Karen Kurtz. A royal blue facile, which is the imitation suede, cutwork jacket and skirt. And Janet is modeling for her mother Gail this black and white cadena ensemble, black and white stripe and polka dot, blouse and coordinating skirt. $56,000 was raised that year. In 1991, we did When Irish Eyes Are Smiling, and Linda Petroni modeled this lovely steel blue mother of the groom dress, featuring lace and silk with a draped skirt. $64,000 was made that year. And Pam modeled also. Pam Bagassi in this black and white, great plaid coat, swing coat with a black cat suit underneath. In 1992, the Stagecoach was on stage. Remember Paint Your Wagon and Maryland Dragons, wonderful cowboy figures all around the room, cowboys and Indians. One of my favorite shows. Cheryl Eiselman, she took place away in this fabulous teal silk suit. Look at all the buttons in the back of this and down the sleeves. Elegant cocktail suit. I appreciate so much Cheryl being here today. She is very, very outstanding dressmaker in the East Bay, and she had to take off some time from college to get here. And do you remember when high heels make your calves look sexy? Do you all remember Daymell's wonderful cow coat? This was one of the highlight outfits of the Paint Your Wagon show, and created lots and lots of fun and laughter. And last year we did Once Upon a Time. We were in our childhood again. And one of the garments that I had the most response to was Aurora Perkins in this fabulous chic dress made out of two antique Spanish shawls. A great, great dress. And shows what creative minds can do with old things that should be preserved. And Karen Kurtz in her lovely sage suit and matching kerchief. Remember when we talked last year about the kerchief and women who have chemo and have to have something lovely on their head when their hair falls out? Well, Gay Kriegel made this, provided this wonderful kerchief for Karen, or Karen made it, I guess, herself from Gay's pattern. And that was something that we all enjoyed seeing very much last year when we made a total of $68,000. So there you have it, 15 years of wonderful fashions. It's been my pleasure to do it all. I hope to be with you for another 15 years, but please pay great attention to the little note at the bottom of your lineup that says, please next year, get your tickets by January 1st. We love doing the show. God bless you all for coming, and we hope to see you next year.